Hello, my name is Yaspira and I am excited to share my submission for the Langflow Zoom damage. Introducing Thander's day-to-day HR operation through automation, a solution to eliminate repetitive day-to-day HR tasks. Before starting, let's see the problem. Modern HR teams are overwhelmed with repetitive, time-sensitive tasks, which reduce their capacity for work. This includes continuous responding to employees' questions regarding policies, forms, and templates, managing the onboarding process manually, including sending welcome email, scheduling introductory meetings, and granting access to internal communication platform, coordinating, coordinating daily operation tasks such as scheduling meeting, posting reminder, managing event, and sending team communication across tools. Juggling multiple disconnected systems and tools without automation leads to error, delay, and poor employees' experience. So I am presenting one solution, AI-powered HR assistant, which automates new joiner onboarding, smart document retrieval, integrated tool automation, and unified query handling. The key features of HR Assistant bots are calendar control, easily schedule onboarding calls, team meeting, and reminders just by asking. Gmail automation sends personalized welcomes email and HR messages in second. Slack integration instantly share onboarding message and invite new hires to Slack. CSV reader seamlessly process bulk onboarding data and automate tasks for multiple joiners at once. Smart document access. Fetch any policy, form, template by simply chatting with the bot. Semantic search. Understand natural language and finds the right document. Filtering and routing agent. Boost the accuracy and save time by instantly sending the task to the right function. No confusion, no delay. Task routing agent. Sends user query to the right tool or document retrieval without any manual step. So before proceeding to the solution, our first step is to initialize our database. To enable instant HR document editor, we have created centralized document store using STRDB. So here is my database where I have created one mapping of the policy documents, templates and form with the respective Google Drive links. And I am sending it to the splitter which will split the text and then it will be sent to the vector store database and storing my mapped file in in the form of the vector. Next is the filter query. Before performing any action, the HR assistant analyze the user's query to understand what type of task is being requested. The agent is so the my agent is trying to classify the user's query into the three type of qualification: document retrieval, tool based, and the both type of. The agent classify the query and provides the response. Then it will be sent to the if-else component, and based on this query is redirected to the respective agent. So suppose the user sends the question, and it will be evaluated like this. If the query requires only documents retrieving, then my agent will return yes. If it requires only tool-based action, then it will return no. And if it requires both, then it will return both. This filter mechanism allows the agent to work efficiently with high performance and accuracy, also without querying a vector database unnecessarily. So let's go deeper into each flow. First is the smart document retrieval. All documents are indexed using semantic, embedding, and stored in STRDB. Here is my retriever of the STRDB. Then there is a Langflow parser component. The retrieved documents are passed here, which will be converted into the plain text. Then it will be sent to the prompt component, where I am creating structure prompt. which will include the user's query as well as the DB context. Then it will be sent to the LLM as an input. And based on that, my LLM will be provide the answer. Suppose user asks the question, please share the employee onboarding form. So basically it can classify based on this our filtering agent that this is the query for the retrieving, and it will return the yes. And my document will be retrieved from retriever, and it will be sent to the agent and provide the answer. Our next solution is to integrated tool automation. For query which includes tool interaction, I have integrated various tools. Gmail tool integration, which sends welcome email, follow-ups, or status updates with dynamic content. Email body is auto-generated using a prompt component based on the user's query and contact details. Google Calendar tool schedules onboarding calls, reminder, or meetings. Handles events title, time zone, participant, and custom description. Time slot uh, time slots are adjusted based on the availability. Suppose user asks a question, what's on my calendar today? The query will be sent to the filtering agent, where my agent will return no, because it requires only tool calling agent. Where so if based on the if else condition, my query will be come to the here, and my agent will use the Google Calendar tool and retrieve information regarding today's event, and it will be passed to the chart output too. Third option is to unified query handling. HR assistant intelligently handles query which includes both document retrieval as well as the tool-based action in a single natural sentence. Suppose user asks the query regarding the send the latest travel policy to the email to the Priya over email. Then my filtering agent will return both because it requires context as well as the tool calls. So here is the agent which have a SRDB context as well as the Slack, Google Calendar, and Gmail tool integration. Next is the new joiner onboarding automation. So step 1 is to load joiner in data. Here is my CSV file. Currently there are only 3 joiners which I have added as a to test our agent. I am loading it via Langflow file component. Then this data will be processed using LLM, where it will use Gmail to send personalized welcome email with role, team, and Slack invitation link. Use Google Calendar to schedule a welcome and onboarding meet at 30-minute interval per joiner, and Slack to send welcome messages for joiners. So this was all over the flow for my agent. Now let's move to the playground. So let's start with the onboarding data. As we can see, there are currently no event as well as the no Slack send message and the not any email that has been sent. So let's run this. This will load the CSV data sent to the LLM. It will send welcome email with Slack team invitation link as well as schedule onboarding with joiners on joining date with the interval of 30 minutes. Also send the welcome for each joiners. Yeah, so on 1 July, see, it has been scheduled the event with all new 3 joiners with the gap of 30 minutes. Welcome email has also been sent for all 3 new joiners, and welcome to invitation of the Slack has a link also been sent to all new 3 joiners. I'm using temporary email address, so that's why it is showing address not found. Ask for the next time. Let's go to the playground and perform all other the submission. First is the schedule a team meeting tomorrow at 4 p.m. with manager. So based on our understanding, this should call the tool calling agent and perform and schedule the meeting with the manager at tomorrow 4 p.m. Pending to play, calling agent, calling calendar tool, fetching current time zone with the thing it has been added to your by calendar. Let's see what the tomorrow means the Sunday, Monday. Yes, 4 p.m. So with the manager, which I have added in the contact list. Let's perform the another for the Slack messaging tool calling. Okay. Invoking Slack sends message. Reminder about tomorrow's interview has been posted in hashtag Recruitment channel. Yes, this has been added. We can see it. Next, let's schedule a performance review meeting with Tia at 2 and manager on Friday 2 p.m. This will also call the tool calling agent of calendar. Here is all the logs we can see. Tapos, yeah. So here is the meeting has been scheduled with the Priya and the manager. So next, let's move to the next task. This will send welcome email to Riya Sharma. Schedule the onboarding call for the Monday, and also it will send the weather messaging slap. So it's like calling agent for three tool. I think this is not then either to in is to solve the problem. I think there is something there because of that. This is not sending the mail and let's move to the another query. Can you get me the latest travel policy? So this will call our document retrieval. So yeah, this written in our the company travel policy with the link of that. As we can see, this has been input and the Adobe context has been passed to the LLM and executed with the query. Let's get the another document. See. So basically, it's written in here to calculator to post for higher. Then let's get all the onboarding related documents. So basically, it should return all kind of the document which are required for the onboarding. And yes, it is written in the output. There are almost 7 documents which it written with the link, welcome email, welcome package, onboarding checklist. We can see all kind of documents. So let's move on to the agent where it will use both kind of the retrieval as well as the tool calling. We can see our load. So here is the term both means it requires the both agent. First it written agent retrieving and also invoking Slack messages and yeah, we have sent a complete travel policy. That's it. Yeah, here is the complete travel policy for your reference with the link. Let's use let's perform some more guide. Can you find the leave policy and email it to the Bria? So it is also the using it will also use both tool calling agent as well as the smart edge retrieval application. Yeah, it will use both. Quando naturalmente 18 LLTB alla 6 di termine. So yeah, please find the document from leave policy document with the link as we have sent as we want to send to the Bria. And yes, it is been sent. Let's go for one more query. Send interview feedback form to the recruitment channel. So it will also call just Slack tooling agent as well as the document retrieval. So basically, it should use the sled for it. Accessing sled. Yeah. I have sent the recovery with I need to actually get the copy. So so basically this was my overall flow and the working out my HR assistant both at the so why I use Langflow? Because it allowed me to create the production ready AI based system. As we can see, if I want to publish and add to the any every I can add to with the site MCP server API and everything is allowed, as well as the logic component like if I say I have used it here multiple tool calling agents, multiple availability of tools, file loader and CSV component, some kind of filtering agent is also useful on this flow, and all this because helpful because of the length flow. And not but and most importantly the smart document retrieval of all kind of vector database availability. And and last I can build everything with the help of Langflow without writing single line of code. So thank you. Basically it was all about my HR assistant. I hope you liked it.